Happy Valley, home of the Penn State Nittany Lions and one of the most passionate fan bases in all of college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. The Spartans offense will have the first possession of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry... The adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, and David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the left side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The throw. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! What a grab and go for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Spartans will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Try to get it to the edge. Still on it, just steamrolling the defense. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Pocket starts to collapse. Rolls it in. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jeff. Oh, it's out! Bounced right back to them.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Flips it out in the flat. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Well, it sets up 4th and short now early in the game. This is now a massive decision for the head coach because it is early. And how impressive are you willing to be? You can get this first down, pay it off, go score, create some incredible momentum, or you don't get it, it completely backfires, and now your opponents are literally knocking on the door.
He gets a block. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Virginia Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Comes out throwing on first down. Got his man quickly. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. A first down for the offense. The back goes in motion. He'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right. Offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it.
Open runway ahead. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll keep it himself. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Moving out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one splits the uprights.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They're trying to get to it. On the move, he fires. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Line gets set, first down. He'll start this drive firing. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Off play action on first down. Using the quick game. And he is run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. He's got it. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Spartans are moving quickly down the field. The aerial assault continues. Feeling some heat. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect.
Penn State 28, Michigan State 6.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Francis. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Here comes the option. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he intercepts it. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line. Offense set on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Polk. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Wide open downfield. And he picks up the 1st down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
From the red zone, looking for a space. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Using his feet to buy time. He'll throw one to his right. And he makes the catch inside the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two, and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. The pull and throw off the RPO. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Phyllis, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that 1st half. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got his man. And he's wrestled to the ground.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again, and again, and again. Just wears you out.
Brings up third down.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the 3rd quarter and get a stop on 3rd, that should really help their confidence.
He's going to take off. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Pressure coming. Bringing the heat. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Spartans with the 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Spartans. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. If things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet in bounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They're going to throw it again. Makes his connection. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Fires toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Trying to find his man on first down. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
He's looking downfield to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them. Looking deep down the right side. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the
expressway is wide open. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Plows through the defense. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. Skips away from pressure. Gets rid of it. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He finds his man. Great move. Now he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Trying to get to it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got it past the marker. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they have a lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? It's just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Getting some heat. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guy.
And he's thrown another interception. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! How about that D coming up with a play like that? They built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a Week 13 victory.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get...
Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fat.
Fires the pass. Intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Penn State, 56. Michigan State.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Now on on 3rd and 10. If they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
To throw, it's Hawkins coming after it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
63, Michigan State, 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5.
The return.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Going up top on 1st down. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield.
Pass on 3rd down. Caught by the receiver. Gain of 24.
No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind